Hey y'all, it's your girl Portia Monique, and we are here live with none other than award-winning producer, actor, writer Kristen Keys is in the house. He's here to tell us about his new series. Of course, it's a binge-worthy series, All the Queen's Men. And if you guys haven't gotten a chance to binge watch it, you might want to catch up right now because this thing is spicy. Welcome to Rolling Out Star Studio, Kristen Keys. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us all about this new series, Club Eden. You guys are welcoming us to Club Eden, you and Tyler Perry. It's the fictional home of the hottest and most sensual male exotic dancers in the country, All the Queen's Men. Tell us more about it.
You hear them sirens in the background? That's because we start talking about our show. It's hot.
It's hot.
Listen. All the Queen's Men is based on my novel Ladies Night, came out in 2014, but all those characters were there. Club Eden was there, Madam was there, Midnight, Doc, Fuego, Amp, Dime, they were all there. They all existed back then. I got a lot of no's since 2010 when I wrote this series and started to shop it and try to get it landed somewhere. And eventually it landed where it was supposed to, at Tyler Perry Studios. This is the first project that he let somebody else write and create. Previously, historically, he hasn't done that. And I'm grateful that he was gracious enough to trust me to do it. And that I've done enough interviews and had, a few dozen consultants to talk to about the dancing world, managers, owners, dancers, promoters, everybody. Anything that encompasses that world. And we built a story around this amazing, unapologetically feminine boss lady. And, she's really just a businesswoman with a big heart. She takes care of a lot of people, but I wouldn't advise that you cross her because you could end up buried somewhere close by.
Yes. So Eva Marcel, she plays Marilyn, the boss lady, Madame. She kills it. Like, I don't know if she was this person in another life, but but she kills this role. Like, it comes so natural to her. And like I said, she just kills it. But before we go there, I got a picture of the cover of your book, Ladies Night. So I'm gonna bring it up because I just want our viewers to see that you really did write this book and you posed for the cover. So I just want them to see that shoe. Okay. Yeah, that's you. Okay. So go ahead.
And the cross is real. I got it updated since then.
Oh, listen, that's what I was gonna ask. Let us see it. Is that tattoo real?
I did put a lion in the middle of it. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lion right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
But the cross is people ask me all the time, like, yo, is the cross real? Yes, it's real. It wasn't drawn on a Photoshop, but I wrote Ladies Night with the idea that I was going to be one of the dancers 11 years ago when I wrote it. And now I love still being involved and still being an essential character, playing the concierge. But because it's not a lead character, but it's still an important one, I can still, be around and help shape the greatness of our wonderful show but still be in front of the camera as well and still work with these great actors.
And so I wanted to ask you about that. So when you wrote the book, the book for your character to be this felon who was in a halfway house and he turned into a male exotic dancer. But like you said, you decided to play the role of the concierge. How did you make that decision over your original character?
Well, when we were casting, I was going to play Madam's attorney. And Tyler will challenge you. He'll be like, really? That's a safe role. That's safe. What he was saying was, the attorney was a substantial character, and he's witty, and he's a sapiosexual, and he's very intellectual, and he knows his stuff. And you got to have these policies and this insurance, and you got to have the liquor license, and We got to, talk to the city councilman, and he's witty, but there was nothing challenging about him and nothing dark or mysterious and fun. It was just business with the attorney. And I got what he was saying right away. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Talk on it, Tyler. You're right. So, and he was right. So I was like, okay, well, let me create somebody that we can introduce, and you don't know why he's there. You don't know if he's for a friend, if he's an ally or an enemy for Madam, because we care about Madam now. You better not mess with Madam. So let me introduce him and let's figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I like that better because it's more fun. It's amazing, doing stuff in front of the camera in a film or TV show that you can't do in real life. You can't kill somebody or rob somebody or shoot somebody, and you shouldn't. But in TV, I won't lie, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love that. I love that. And we don't know why you're there. I haven't completed binge watching. I'm on the 4th episode. And so I saw you get introduced. And originally I thought you were the police. And then, the beginning of the 4th episode, I'm not going to tell too much, but at the beginning of the 4th episode, it's very evident that you're not. So, so y'all just tune in and make sure you watch. But you also serve as a writer on the series. So tell us, what exactly does that mean, right? So in what capacity do you write? Do you contribute to every episode? Do you write entire episodes? How does the writing process for the series work?
I originally wrote and reworked the pilot over and over until TPS, Tyler Perry Studios, figured that it was in a place to where, okay, we can shoot this or something that's like 80 or 90% of this. And then, they'll give you notes. It's always developing. It's always growing. Even the night before we shoot some stuff, they're like, hey, Christian, we're going to change this, lose this. He doesn't exist anymore. We don't have access to this plane or this boat, right now, because we're in a pandemic. We shot in the bubble when people were just happy to get out the house and go work. So they were like, we don't have this yacht anymore. Okay, move that over here. You have to be flexible as a writer, but I am the creator of the show, the author of the book that it was based on, and I probably wrote 70 or 80% of every episode except for the last one, the 10th episode. I didn't write on that one at all, but it's still crazy and amazing, and I can't wait to see where this show goes. Like, my only regret about this show is that we don't have more episodes right now. Like, as a fan, I want more than 10 episodes right now.
Right, because I'm on episode 4 and I started last night. So I want more than 10 episodes because I'll be done binge watching today.
You gonna send me some hate mail after the 10th episode. You're gonna be like, damn it, Christian, you said, you know what, man, why didn't y'all just shoot like a hot 40? But you never know. We might look up and be shooting another 15 or 20 later this year. You never know.
That's how Tyler shoots, though, right? So I'm a huge fan of Tyler Perry and his shows, of course, Ruthless, of course, Sisters, and so on and so forth. But that's how he shoots, right? He shoots like 20 episodes and then come back and then shoot another 20 episodes. So I'm sure that we're gonna get at least 60 more episodes. That's what I'm hoping for.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and claim it. We're gonna see a Honda. I feel like we're gonna see that good 100. I feel like this guy, and that's not ego. I feel like we have unapologetically feminine, strong boss women. Yeah. We have great characters. The male characters that you would think might just be eye candy aren't. You care about them because we gave them issues, we gave them struggles, and we humanized them. And on top of the obvious reason that women are gonna love watching them. So there's so many reasons for this to continue to grow and so many places we can take this show.
And that's a great segue because I was going to ask you, with your characters, I already care about them, right? So I already have feelings towards them, some stronger than others. But with writing, as a writer, how do you evoke your feelings and emotions for us to care about the characters? How do you bring that out?
It's different. Each character is different, and I'm still learning my writing process. But like, again, I got to give him his credit. Tyler can nudge you in a way with a character and not even say much. You're like, he can see us say something little or a sentence or a couple words about that's interesting, or what else could that be?
Mhm.
And it makes you run the gambit on this side of your brain, like, oh, okay. Well, I could add that, and then have her deal with her on this, and I can make this more important, raise the stakes, which makes you care about it more. So it's, and clearly he's been doing this forever, so he knows the artistry of it, and I enjoy being able to be around to soak up some of that knowledge, because it's important to stitch these characters together. You gotta care about them. That's how we earn your viewership. We gotta earn your hour every episode. And I want to do that, and I want to do it the right way.
So sticking with characters, this Madam character, she's gangster, she's a boss, she's, like you say, unapologetic, but she means business, and she doesn't mince her words at all. I'm going to ask you this. Was it based off of someone that you knew, or a character, or a person, actual person that you knew?
When I didn't have a person in mind when I actually wrote her. She was the first character I wrote. I was like, okay, I want Club Eden and Madam like developed the same day in 2010. And I was like, okay, I got to build around her, but I'm like, I like it. Club Eden. It sounds, there's a relevance biblically, and Adam and Eve didn't have clothes on, so that's kind of like a little underlying little thing. Yeah. And Madam, I was like, okay, she's a house madam, but there's some history there, because back in the day, when they had houses where you could go and purchase affection, there was the house madam. So the house madam ran the house, and so I was like, okay, well, cool, but she's running the guys now. And I was like, oh, I like it, and I wanted to make her such a boss, and so I just kept building her. But you got to give it. If she does cut up, if she does act out, or somebody does get hurt or worse, it's probably because they mess with somebody that's close to her. Somebody she cares about. She has a big heart. And those are the people, me included, we are those people that when you have a big heart, you cut us the most, because we actually care about you. So you're in a position to cut us the most, but please don't.
Please, because it's not nice.
Not me. Yeah.
Because what do you do?
Jabari. Yeah. Try somebody else, man.
Because we out here throwing hands.
That's Madam. That's Madam. Madam will, like, she ain't gonna mess up them, her knuckles. She'll just slide on the matte black brass knuckles.
Yep. Yeah. She throws some hands.
Off with a baby wipe, because you got to be clean.
Yeah.
Set them back down. Compose herself, put her locks back in place, and go about her day.
And do it so beautifully too. Now with Eva, how was she cast? She's cast so perfectly as Madam. Was it a perfect fit for you? Did you automatically think when it was your show was greenlit and Tyler Perry was like, let's do it? Was she the first person that came to mind?
She was one of the most important pieces on the chessboard that we had to place, because we needed to cast around her.
Gotcha.
And what's important to me as a content creator, I always want to display all the beautiful shades of melanin. So, I want to make sure that we got, from beige and dark white to hella chocolate, and, chocolate and brown skin and wheat bread and grocery bag brown and toasted almond and all the shades. I want, because it hasn't always been this way, I want to make sure that everybody's important. We're not the era of making brown skin and dark skin people convicts in TV shows and movies. We're not doing that mess no more.
Right.
We're gonna make them bosses and executives. Madam's head of security is ex-military, and she's beating up men. But she's a beautiful Black woman. And she about your complexion or a shade darker. And for me, that's important. For TPS and the development team, that was important to make sure that we encompass all that melanin but also really good actors, people who love this like we do. And once we got Eva, it was like, okay, well, let's cast around her, and let's see how many other delicious pieces we can add to this chessboard. How many rooks and knights and bishops and everything.
Speaking of delicious and beautiful pieces, how did the casting go for the exotic dancers? I'm just curious because what did that
I wish
process
they would have
look like?
warned me on some of them. I wish they would have warned me on a couple guys, because like we going through and I'm, you know, with the dancers that actually dance. Okay,
Yeah.
we see the scene, you know, they do the dialogue and do the scene, but I wasn't expecting to look up and
Woo!
you know, Midnight be naked like right here, and I'm like, wait, okay,
Hold on, time out. I'm listen, and a full transparency here, because the first time, I don't want to give the spoilers, but when I saw something, I'm just gonna say something. I was like, rewind that. What was that?
That and I'm watching auditions. I'm like, wait a minute. And
Right.
I said, hey, Michelle, Elon, can y'all warn me before, or you know, like, yeah, warn me that's that part of the video is included. I just want to see the auditions. I don't, you know, I'm secure, but I don't need to see all of that. Yeah. So, but casting them was funny because, again, the development team is so on point over there. Michelle Sneed, Elon Johnson, and Deandra Short. Tyler knew what he was doing in casting them in their roles as his development team and his scripted president and you know, president of development and manager of development. Them and me. I'm like, he'd be a great, and they would literally almost finish the sentence. Doc, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's Midnight.
Yeah. Oh,
Babyface, they be like, yep. You know, we all on the same page, and it's wonderful when you're in alignment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that part of teamwork when it's really just on point, because it was on point. And we got some great guys that actually, 4 of the 5 guys that end up being the primary dancers actually have done male exotic dance before.
Right. You
and
can
they're
tell.
new words. You're
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
they're new words to acting, but they leaned into the acting process fearlessly, and they did a wonderful job. And I'm very proud for them.
Yeah. They do a great job. I was shocked at their acting skills, because some of the ones that you could just simply tell were dancers, exotic dancers, they act really well too.
Yeah.
So that was great.
And they're gonna get even. What's crazy is they're already, you know, believable. Like they're good actors, so you'll go on that particular journey with them. Season 2, 3, 4. Wait to see where these cats go, because they all still work at their craft and at dancing, but they're also still, like, while we're on hiatus, they're in acting class and acting workshops, and they really take this serious. It's not just, you know, some fluff to them. They really respect what we do.
Right. Yeah, I loved it. I had so many other questions for you. I know that we got to wrap. I had some producer and writer questions for you.
We got time for one of them?
I'm hoping so. Okay, yes. Hallelujah. So when writing this, right? So from a different lens, it's a bit of a role reversal with Eva's character, with women objectifying men. So there are a couple of roles in there where she's like, you know, do this and do that, do a little twirl, do this, you know, that type of thing. Was that
on the ass and all of that?
Yeah, see, I didn't want to give spoilers, but yes, but was that intentional? And how did you write for that?
It was absolutely intentional to turn that coin on the other side, because, you know, and I'm in Atlanta right now, and, you know, this is the strip club, gentlemen's club capital of the world. Not just for chicken wings. And usually there's a man promoter, a man manager, a male owner. And so I wanted to turn that on its head and have her kind of playfully objectify that. you know,
Mhm.
but also to keep them from just being, again, just, you know, just muscle and just dancers. I wanted to make sure we give them issues. They're fighting for something, they're fighting through something, they're recovering from something,
Yeah.
or a mixture of all of it. And you end up caring about Doc, El Fuego, Amp, Midnight, Babyface.
Hmm.
You end up caring about them. So that was definitely on purpose to have her be the objectifier, the
Yeah.
playful objectifier.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
she's just the boss. And she just, she's just enjoying her the perks of her bossness.
I love it. So with you and acting, how did you challenge yourself for the role of the concierge? What were the tough parts? And then also with answering that, share with people how you become that good actor and then that good writer, you know, that great, excellent actor and writer.
Thank you very much. First of all, I liked him because he was different than any other character I played. I've played an assassin before, and I didn't want to make him typical. I didn't want, like, when he deals with certain things, I was like, okay, well, how do we change this? How can he be different? And he's super calm without giving certain things away, but he's the kind of guy that literally, if he was to torture somebody, he would do it calmly and talk to them calmly the entire time. And then I wanted to give his voice, I wanted to find the music and the things that, madam, it's such an honor to meet you. You look lovely in person. I wanted to give him some personality and
Yeah.
charisma as if he's lived a lot. And I gave him a little gray. I don't have a little gray patch in real life yet, but I gave him a little gray, just like right in the middle. Just because I wanted to give him some character. Again, he has to be old enough to know what he's doing if he's as good as we say he is, but he's still young enough to get it done. And that's important too.
Yeah. And the last question, what would you share with someone who wants to become a excellent writer and an excellent actor as well? Because you do both so effortlessly.
Thank you. I would say, but be a lifetime student. If you can't continuously stay in class, when you get free time, take class or workshops or attend the University of Barnes and Noble, and stay in them books about your craft and your passion. I think that helps me. My writing process, I feel like I'm a better writer after we finish the first season and going into the second season.
Yeah.
If we're blessed, I'm speaking into existence, Heavenly Father. But and working on other stuff, working on my next three books that I'm literally already working on. I think I'll be a better writer because I study it, I appreciate it, I respect it. I don't just throw sex in scenes for the sake of a hot moment to make you sweaty. Those moments move the story along and they're necessary.
Yeah.
So I would say that. I'd say stay a student, stay involved, stay learning, and that way you'll stay growing and you'll stay getting better.
We love it. We're here for it. All the Queens men. Go ahead and plug the show. I'm already watching it. It started when did it debuted on yesterday? It debuted
12:01 yesterday morning. And people have hit me all day yesterday and today talking about they finished it already and they're offended that there's only 10 1-hour episodes. I'm like, yo, I'm happy we got 10 1-hour episodes. Are you mad we only got 10?
Mad. I can already tell I'm gonna be mad.
But you can also double back and re-binge.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it because the conversations we're gonna have about it, the thrill about it, and again, celebrating the unapologetic femininity of it all. That's the favorite part for me. When you make really strong female characters, the male characters have to be as strong, and you have you have the option and the opportunity for amazing content at that point.
Love it. Thank you so much for stopping by Rolling Out Star Studio, Christian Keys. We are here for you. Please tell people where they can follow you, find more information. This is streaming on BET Plus, so if you don't have a subscription, you better go get one. But tell people where they can follow you.
Get all the Queens men on BET Plus. Get involved. Yes, I'm wearing a house coat. It's made out of pure teddy bear material, 100% teddy bear, recycled teddy bear. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Christian Keys, Christian like the religion, ChristianKeyes. And thank you. The love we already getting, the love we gonna get. Thank you. Love y'all back.
Thank you so much. This is Portia Monique for Rolling Out Star Studio. We appreciate you, Kristen. Thank you. This was fun.
Thank you, Portia.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Definitely fun. Talk to you soon, love.
Thank you
and
both.
go and finish that. Let me know what you think.
I'm on my way. I'm about to go upstairs right now and finish. Thank you
Get
so much.
involved.
All right.
Let me know what you think. Thank you.
I
love.
certainly will. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.